Welcome back, Hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Way of the Hunter, the Tikamoon Plains DLC, where last weekend we started our free hunting. It admittedly didn't go as well as I was hoping, because I've still got to work at getting more practice in with the bow and arrow. I'm kind of curious if there's... maybe I should try looking at another site option, because, if we go and check the shop, when it comes to the attachments for the bow and arrow, we do have a red dot site. So I'm wondering if I should take a look at that, see how that is, and is the pin system messing me up a little bit for trying to, match the right distance out, and that's screwing me up a little bit for where I'm aiming. Whereas if it's just a red dot, it's just kind of focus on where the red dot is. I might just take a quick look at swapping that out and see what that's like on the bow. Because it shouldn't have any Right, I can't even zoom in here to see what that's like. So I think I have to go outside and then I can... Okay, so there... Yeah, maybe I should just try this, because this one, you actually get to set the zeroing completely on your own, and you can see that it actually does change its angle for... I'm going to keep with this, to be honest. That might actually help me out a lot more, considering how badly I've been messing up. And then, you know what? I might as well call out the vehicle and see if we'll want to stick with this weapon or not. I'm trying to remember what we got right now for... Actually, I can check that right now. So our other weapon in inventory is the Remington 700. Yeah, maybe we'll stick with that. We'll call in the Vega Predator, and we'll see what we can go for today. I don't really have any species in general in mind. I do wonder if maybe I should try going back to... it was that hunting stand there where we had come across the one Wildebeest herd. I doubt they're going to be there still, but we'll just start going for a drive and see what we can encounter and see. One thing... Oh, actually, you know what? I should check... Okay, so wind is blowing down to the south, so anything to the right of us, or basically north, we should have better odds of trying to bring in and getting with one of our weapons. But yeah, with how that one site works for the compound bow, I don't know if you'd even want to use the pin sights. Trying to remember, which way did I... Okay, I think before... you know what, let's keep going straight forward. I'm kind of curious if I should try taking down some honey badgers for practice with the bow and arrow, too. Because, there is the one objective we have where I think we have to try getting, lung shots on them to take them down. And they are an animal that I think I can get within decent distance of to try to get accurate shots in at. So I'll just go for a drive. Ooh. I don't really see anything at the watering hole there. It is to our south, so the wind would be an issue. We'll just keep going and see if we can spot any packs, herds, anything out, really. Yeah, one of the things about this map being so open like this is if you do spot anything in the distance, a nice high-powered rifle means you can get nice, easy shooting in. But you... Ooh! Okay, they are to the west, and what are we dealing with? Okay, blue wildebeests. Now, they might not be bad to try and see about getting one called in and putting our bow theory to the test. No, that's just a hunting tower. Yes, they're a little bit of a ways out. But I'm pretty sure... I just need to check the collar, because again, with us using the carryovers from other maps, Okay, it is the rattle bag that should work at bringing them in. And I don't think we'll go for anything high fitness. We'll just see about trying to take a low fitness if possible. Okay, everybody's calm. There is a 2-star in there that might not be bad to get if we can. We'll just try for anything we can bring out and over to us. I think we should be in range for the caller to have effect. Oh, we actually have needs though we can hit in a little bit there. We'll just try this to start out and see if we can bring anything in towards us. Again, I'm not entirely sure the full repertoire for Tikamoon Plains, but maybe we'll try... Oh, I don't know if I picked up all the weapons from the shop, like all the shotguns and everything, but I am thinking maybe I should try picking up a 12 gauge or something, and seeing about trying for some of the waterfowl or the birds that the map has on offer too. See, I think it's getting kind of brought back to its herd there. See, I'll see if I can just kind of inch my way closer and try calling again. It does seem like the animals do have this sort of like a herd thinking or herd leashing where they'll get so far from the group, but then they'll hit like a point where they always turn back and go with everybody else. It's not like you can keep calling them further and further away. Okay, it does say they're calm, so I'll keep my eyes on them and try to get closer in. Let me just see what this is for needs on. It's probably just the Wildebeest, but yeah, just eating here rarely. Well, it says rarely, but truth be told, I think we've come across them here a couple of times now. We'll just try inching our way along and see where we want to get to. Again, I want to save the trying the rifle out, or using the rifle, more for where I know I won't be able to really get good practice, or I can't call the animals in. But a species like this that I can try calling in, I want to see if I possibly can. So I want to speed us up a little bit. Yeah, everything's still calm. Okay, I think I should be in decent range to try to bring something out to us. As it says they're around the 150 meter mark out. So as long as everybody just kind of stays around eating and feeding, maybe that'll let one be brought out easier to us. And again, I don't think I'm going to add anything to the trophy lodge unless it's 3-star or higher for a trophy rating. Just so that way we can add a few more species into there, but also not make it so it's only the best of the best. There we go. I think the birds are a little angry with me, but it's nothing too much to worry about. Okay, I think he is coming towards us. Yeah, he's just hidden behind the bush there. Yeah, I'll have to stay crouched like this. Well, if we can bring him in a little closer, we'll see about trying out this red dot sight with the compound bow. It's 84 so far. It's still a little beyond the... see, again, I think that just hit the little bit of the leash distance, so I might have to try Sneaking in closer. God, birds sounding off just are making me think like there's actually, like, say, an animal giving, like, a warning call or something, giving my position away, but it's just the wildlife and the ambient sounds doing their thing. Yeah, so if I can get to the plant, or that bush there, that might be the best spot to try this again. It's the case of, I don't want to make too much sound or be too quick and scare everything off, but on the same token, I can't be too slow and let them all just run away or keep outpacing me as they journey on. Rifle, of course, there's no problem. Just lift up, aim, shoot, and you bag one. But I'd like a little bit more of a challenge, or make it a little more sporting, I suppose, to have to take with the bow and arrow. Thankfully, we are getting in. It does go a little slow. But another nice thing is that the game does have the auto-walk toggle, where just, I think it's default down to the F key, but if you press it, you just walk on your own. Saves you from having to keep the, it held the entire time. Okay, they're alerted, so I'm just going to go right down and give it a little bit of time. And then I'll try approaching more. Says they're not that far out, so I might even be able to try. Okay, everybody's calming down. I might even try from here. Just going to get a little closer, just that way I don't have this tuft of grass blocking my view. And we'll try this and see. So I at least have a decent view out to the shrubs and that there. Now, we just gotta wait and see what starts coming through, if anything does. Again, it shouldn't be too far in distance-wise, so we should be able to spot something if it does come through the bushes. I'll just be waiting and seeing if we can get something there. And then I need to remember the keybinds properly for how to get up and hold breath for when we're aiming. Because that's something where I also run into the panic too. Because it's control to stand us up, and it'll be shift to hold our breath to take the shot. Okay, we do see... Well, the binoculars are picking something up. I don't really see it myself. Oh. But we are hearing the footsteps. So it is closing in distance good here. There you are. The only problem is... Oh, I think he just got to the edge of... I think he was just at the edge of being called in, and then again, it's just turning around right at the last little bit there. Try one more call to see if I can bring him around. Yeah, there he is right there. He's not too far out. He's around the 60-meter mark. All I need is just to get him to... Oh, there you go. Okay, just move to a point and take a stop, and then I'll... Okay, so that's saying he's about 35 out. Oh, wow. I was expecting him to run off from that. So you know what? I'm not actually going to move for a moment. Because it doesn't look like it alerted the rest of the herd. but they're not actually spooked or running off. So if I give them enough time, they might all calm down, and I might even try seeing about calling out that 2-star that's in there. Because I don't think it's being brought in by the low fitness call. So if I do the high fitness, that might be able to bring it around, and we can get that one too with bow and arrow. Let's see if we can get lucky and get a second one here. That's one of the things that is really satisfying to pull off with the bow and arrow. I mean, it is probably one of the reasons why stealth archer builds in a lot of the Elder Scrolls games, or even stealth shooting builds in like Fallout, can be satisfying. Just getting the one you're after without too much worry at all for being picked up. And there he is. That's the one we want to keep our eyes on, and it does look like he's getting drawn out to us. Oh, this is... As long as the rest of the herd doesn't, like, pull to the left with him, or, like, overtake him, this might be our second one we'll be able to bag. We'll wait till he comes to a bit of a stop. Then we'll rise up, get the distance right, and take the shot. Okay, says he's out at 35 again. Another instant down. And now the herd got alerted. But we'll let him go, because that went pretty well, if you ask me. We got these two almost in the exact same spot as each other. And I want to see where the arrows hit, because I was trying to aim more towards like a lung than trying for the head. But I don't exactly know where the arrows did penetrate. So this, I think, is the 1-star. And I think the arrow actually went exactly where I wanted it to. Let's take a look. Yeah, I wanted to miss the head and everything there. Oh, it did go through the head, but it looks like the penetration of the arrow kept bringing it along far enough that it also did hit into the lung. And it did keep going in further, too. Like, that's probably the hardest part about having the animals be brought forward and a big head like this, is that's going to block your vital shots from front on. It's kind of why I need to get a little more used to letting the animal come in, take a moment to possibly turn left or right, and give me that nice broadside shot to easily reach for those. But I don't think it was too bad taking that one. And we'll see how you stack up. Oh, again. Looks like exactly like the other one. Went through a bit of the head, but it was able to clear through, and actually this one apparently made contact with the heart by the chart. Oh, no, my mistake. It was major artery, then lung. But took the majority of it pierced the lung. And yeah, that one I can see being a good instant down. Good hunt rating, decent trophy rating. Sell you off. And we can get back to our vehicle and continue along our way. I'm not sure if that's actually the 2-star I was after the other time I'd seen this herd or not. Like, there are a few animals that I have wounded I need to try and figure out where they may have gone. Because there's the one springbok, but that was down in the really dense, kind of river area. And I don't know if I'd have much luck trying to find that one again. But then there was also one of the wildebeests that I had to deal with the honey badgers at the same time. So I'm kind of tempted maybe about hopping into the vehicle and just taking a little ride north. Because if I remember right, it was up around here where we found that herd. Yeah, I just want to... you know what, I'll just take a quick check at this again. I'm pretty sure it's just the knee zone I did hit, but... Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, you know what? There's nothing around us. I'm going to just jog us to the vehicle. And take that road north there. Just see if we can maybe pop up to spot that wildebeest herd, if it is in the same general area or not. If I can manage to find the one that does have the arrow to it, I'll probably just try to put it down with the rifle for the sake of cleaning things up and not prolonging it further. I know it's all virtual animals and that, but I still want to hold on to like a little bit of like ethical code and trying to do right by them. Oh. Okay, actually, I think this is that herd. Ah, but I don't know which one is the one that I might have an arrow in it. No, it wasn't a young one. It might be one of those two mature right there. Like, I'll let them go off. And then I'll go up over the hill and try to spot them. Because I'm pretty sure it was a 1-star mature male that took the hit. Just going to stay crouched and I'll follow along. Truthfully, I should have sighted the rifle better, but with how they were coming in, I figured I'd just try to aim for like center of mass-ish and go for the vital hit if possible. And hopefully, with how this area is, as I follow along from this one that's wounded, we can figure out where the herd's gone, and possibly even try using the rifle to get the other mature male, in case this one isn't the one that I'm after. I think this is just... Okay, it'll go down pretty quick from this, so... we'll be able to see if this was the one, or we'll have to go for the other. But I do like that if you do wound an animal, you could try going back to the same area, and you might get lucky and find it again, and you can, like, put an end to things proper, or clean up your mess. Games like the Hunter Classic, and I think Call of the Wild, every time you load the game, it does, like, give fresh spawns or new spawns, which also means it wipes the current one. So if you have wounded anything, it gets wiped and you don't really have a chance to clean up or fix your mistake. But it shouldn't be too much further before we find him, given it has a medium amount of air bubbles to the trail. Oh, I say that, but it is still going for a fair distance. But again, I just want to stay crouched. I don't want to put too much pressure on this herd as it's relocating or rushing off and getting its bearings. And did I reload the shot? No, might as well do that now. There we go. Yeah, I'm not expecting to get very high hunt rating amounts with using the tier 6 here. But I figure it's my best option for just putting these down quick and trying to clean up. But yeah, for how much... Again, with the medium amount of air bubbles... medium amount of blood and air bubbles. I thought we would have seen it kind... Oh, there it is. Would have dropped a bit sooner than this. Well, there are the honey badgers, so I might even get a shot. We'll see if this is the cleaned up one, or if I do have to go for another. If this is the clean one, maybe we'll try seeing about going for a honey badger with the bow. Let me take a look at you. No, you were a fresh shot, and... I mean, I did get the lung, but a lot of it was more gut shot. Although... I'm kind of surprised you still gave me a 5-star hunt rating, so you know what? I will take it. We'll sell you off. And now I've got to try to see where the rest of the herd might have gone after you dropped. No, I don't think it's all the way out there. I think those might be warthogs in the distance out there. I don't think this herd would have ran that far. Although I don't even see it, so I don't know for sure now. Yeah, no, I think those are warthogs. Just with the speed of movement, and it almost looks like you can kind of see the little stick of their tail pointing straight up. So where did the wildebeest go? That's a group of warthogs. I don't think those are wildebeest. They might have gone over this way. I'm going to stay crouching and trying to just look around. Just that way, in case they are pretty close, maybe I'll hear like an alert call instead of like an instant they'll pick me up and they rush off if I am walking around. I know you're back there. You're tempting, but I have a chance of cleaning up more of my mistakes, so I want to focus on that. The spring... maybe I should even try for the springbok next episode, too. Maybe those are wildebeest. God, I can't tell, and with how this is like a plateau, I was kind of hoping this would be more of just like a simple hill I could get to the top, get a little bit of nice visibility around, and know what direction I have to work off of, but because this is pretty flat and wide, it's making it more difficult to kind of know the direction to be focusing on. I will say the good news is that we haven't had any new messes made. There's not another, I wounded an animal, it ran off, and I wasn't able to put it down. It's just trying to clean up is taking a little bit more time than expected. And I think it does come down a lot to not having more of like an active tracking, or the tracking only works on a wounded animal. And only for so long, depending on how the blood, or how the hit was. Because, like, I don't know what direction the rest of the herd went, if it did go super far and it's over to the south there, or if it came over this way instead. Okay, well there are, I think, truth be told, I don't know what species those are. There's some animals out there. That, I think, is the warthogs. Oh, maybe even hyenas, actually. Oh, there we go. Okay, finally found these guys. They were just much further down the hill. And I think it's that mature male in the back there I need to try to get with the rifle. Actually, I think he's giving me my perfect shot right there. Yeah, there's nobody in the way. He is a little bit further out than the 0. Okay, that should be a lung shot. I'll keep a watch of him and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it was a mature male that our arrow was in. Come on, drop, drop. Shoot. No, he's going good. I was really hoping that would have been a lung shot and would have dropped him quick. Oh. something happened, because he didn't keep going at that point. You know what? Maybe I'll try going on foot over to it. Because we saw him go behind the bush, but I don't think he actually emerged from it, so he might have gone down out there. There is whatever they went beside, though, that I have to keep in mind. As we have had a honey badger charge us, we don't really have a health bar anywhere on the UI to know how much damage you can take, or, like, depending on the species, how dangerous it is to be hit or attacked by them. Oh, and they stopped over there. So yeah, we're going to work at trying to get that quickly. I would try to run, because I know this episode is going to be a little bit longer, but in case I still have to try to figure out which of these other wildebeest, and if, in case I am mistaken, and it wasn't a mature one I hit. Yeah, we'll see how this goes, because I don't know what species that is. I think it might be a hyena pack. And I know I do have the one... Actually, let me just see. I think I have one objective. Yeah, 2 female spotted hyenas that weigh at least 76 kilograms. So probably just means 2 mature females. Okay. Once we get to the 300 meter mark, maybe we'll crouch down and try to close the distance from there. I don't mind if I spook off the hyena group, or whatever the group this animal, or whatever these animals are. But I want to try to keep the rest of the wildebeest herd from rushing away. So yeah, almost at 300. What are you? Actually, still not showing up on the hunter vision. Warthogs. Oh, wait a minute. I'm remembering the warthog stampede that kind of tried coming after me. Okay, well, maybe if I don't wound any of them, they won't be inclined to try to retaliate like they did the other time. Yeah, let me get out to where that mark is, and if we are lucky, that one wildebeest has dropped there. I'm surprised at the distance or the speed it was running at, but I don't remember, like, it emerging from behind the bushes at all once we saw it go past, or once it went behind them. So I don't know if maybe it dropped and, like, everything caught up to it at that point, and that's when it gave out, or if it did, like, some turns and came out somewhere I wasn't watching. Yeah, they're still a ways out. I don't think I have to worry too much about alerting them yet. I do see a 2-star in there. Not that I'm going to focus on trying to get that over, just trying to find the one that might have been taken down. Oh. We also got wildebeest over there, and yeah, they got spooked. I wonder if that was even actually the group that I took the others from. Okay, well, I'll keep working this way. This is tricky with the warthogs there. Okay, so far, quick scan, though, is showing that I don't... Oh, hang on. I saw... Yeah, there is a mature 1-star male in that group. I can't actually tell which animal that might be, though, because of how clustered up they are. Okay, it's apparently looking possibly at it right there. You know what? No. Because of how grouped up they are, I don't actually know which is which I'm looking at. I wish you could zoom in a little bit more to know better. But, like, all of the optics only have so much range, and it's actually the scopes that are better. But yeah, it's like there's a pair of them right there. One is... I think that one right there in the center is the one I'm looking at. No way I'm using the bow and arrow for it. Oh, see, they actually might be layered up, so I have no idea. Yeah, there's also a young male there. God, it's... And I'm glad the herd didn't go too far, but I wish it would thin itself out just a bit more. Okay, actually... Okay, maybe that's... No. Switch to the... God, it's so slow getting the bow and arrow out. Okay, switch to the rifle. And now, because they've grouped up again, I don't know which one I'm looking at. God, I just kind of like spread apart more. That's all I need, is you guys just not grouping up like that. Gotta be careful of the warthogs, but they might be moving out of the area. Yeah, it looks like they're starting to move and shift a bit. Okay, I think that is it right there. Oh no, I can't tell. It's... Did it go through one of them? Okay. It almost looked like the shot, like, went through a certain animal and then hit one behind. Like, it's weird to describe. I don't know if you guys will see that in the video, but... I just want to get over here and check. Like, given I saw the ones... another one-star mature... Yeah, it didn't go down from that. Shoot. Ah, boy. So now I have to try to figure out... Well, I think this weekend is probably going to be spent just trying to clean the wildebeest up. I'm not going to worry about the springbok, just because this is proving to be more annoying than I thought it would originally be. Let me just find, like... no, I think that's... Okay, that's just urine. That's not the shot. Quite a few tracks here. Like, okay, where is the shot? Like, I guess I really need to, as soon as I take the shot or before I'm about to shoot, put the marker down, because it's a lot harder finding it than I thought it would be. Well, we'll resume this next episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of Way of the Hunter. If you liked the video, you should give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, just shoot in comments right down below. Hunting herd animals is annoying when they do like grouping up in a herd, but hopefully we can figure out where the herd's gone, take down the last ones we need, and then move on to another species. But until the next episode when we try to do that, please remember, as always, hunters and survivors, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.